Hello. I really don't know how to start these, but my sketchbook, it fell apart and I wasn't even like maybe 10 pages in. So ignore all this stuff. And if you hear a rumbling in the background, somebody's car is starting up and they're struggling to start it up. It's like, oh god. But yeah, I'm gonna do a draw with me. I'm trying to figure out how to like simplify all the comic characters that I have. And I need to film something in order to keep up with all of this. But yeah, I just watched, or I am watching. It's in the background. I'm watching Kelsey Animated's draw with me video that she just uploaded, and it's like, I saw how she's using highlighters and markers and pens, and I'm like, what if I do that? And that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, I have four characters, main characters, I think. Or four main characters. No, four or five. Okay, hold on. Milo, Marky, Sam, Spark. Marky, Milo, Sam. Marky. Oh my god, I'm stupid. I can't remember. Oh my god. Hold on. I have them. These guys. He's colored and he looks bad, but I don't know if she's canon yet, but that's another character is of my daughter or whatever, and she's the foster for her because the mom died. I still need to figure it out, so anything I say can be changed. But Katie, Sam, Milo, and Spark that you can barely see, and then there's Marky, and she's like the villain or whatever for the story, but not in the way you would think. So keep an eye on that. Oh my gosh. Okay. My it's in a binder. It's all fucked up. And I'm too broke to afford anything else really right now, so I gotta deal with what I have. But yeah, I wanna do who first. Who fuck. Okay, who. Fuck. Okay, I guess Sam. She's a part of the group and she's one of the main ones in the story. They all live in this old abandoned, not abandoned, but like this creepy guy that they met sold it to them because they needed to find a place to stay for college, and that was like the one place that was like the cheapest. And everybody but Sam is like, hey, I don't think this is a good idea, but Sam is the one making like most of the income, so kind of up to her in the end, technically, I feel like. But uh yeah, she works, or she goes to college for a bunch of different stuff. I don't know the exact fucking names for it, but she goes for, crime scene study and anatomy and like human psychology and shit like that because I just whistled, sorry. She's like she's into that kind of thing, and honestly it kind of creeps everybody out, but like she's cool, so it's fine. But yeah, she works as a crime scene sketcher, and you'll see how that comes to play later in the story. It's kind of fucked. Like it I'm not gonna say anything, actually, it's gonna spoil it, but what I have in mind, it's gonna, be very, very tragic to say the least. But yeah. Uh she's I don't know. I love her, dude. She's really fucking weird. There's a lot I can't say without spoiling, but honestly, doesn't matter because, like, I don't know. It kind of does because I want to keep it secret because it's like the main plot line, but it's also a very important thing for a character. So I'm just like, oh my god, I can't say it. It's so difficult, dude. But yeah, there's that for Sam. I'm just trying to. I've been really obsessed with like sketching and shit lately, and I saw Kelsey's video, and I was like, maybe I should do that instead because I've been stressing myself out, and I shouldn't be stressing myself out. So, oh my god, she's I don't know, she's a very important character to say the least. I can't really spoil too much, but I'll probably make like ref sheets or like introductions for them. It's for y'all to get to know them a little better, but eh. I have like the ref sheets. Like these are the general ideas for all the characters. But I kind of need something a little more simple because I'm trying to make a comic, and comics need simplicity and shit like that. Plus, like, I want to keep it simple so I can like keep the horror aspect of it, like the horror of detail, that kind of thing, a part of it, so it actually be more effective. But yeah, I'm already fucking up. It's fine. I gotta stop being so obsessed with perfection. It's gonna screw me over if I do that. So I just gotta go in and just do it. That's the motto I'm trying to go with, and it's really, really hard. I feel like I've been struggling a lot with perfection. She kind of has a boxy build, and I kind of want to keep that. She's, they go by all pronouns, and they're gender nonconforming, but they are biologically female. So, like, really, you can refer to them whatever you want. Really, it really doesn't matter. It's my character. I can do whatever. This is so bad. Oh my god. It's fine. We gotta just. I think me being on camera kind of makes me nervous and like feels like I need to rush and be like, oh, gotta get done, which is like what ruins it, I guess. But like, I mean, this is fine. It's just a sketch, and they're not gonna be anything crazy. It's not like it's a crazy, you know, art project. It's just to get an idea of what the characters look like and like how to draw them very simple without having to sacrifice too much time. So she's got a fucked up eye. And she wears an eye patch, but I don't really draw it because I don't like drawing it. So I'm not gonna lie. I like her fucked up eye. I don't know how to draw shoes. I need to practice that, but that's my shoe. Oh my gosh, dude. I don't know, being on camera makes me really nervous, but like it's fine. It's nothing I can't get over. I know I can get over it, but it's gonna take a little bit. And I know for sure that like if I just keep on going, I'm gonna be fine in that regard, and it'll get like I'm already like a lot better compared to where I was like a year ago. Like a couple years ago, maybe actually, on my old stuff, you could hear how shy I was, and especially with that being in a kind of a shitty household, kind of made me feel shy. Now that I'm like living here, uh, I am able to like just be who I want to be, and it's really nice to just indulge in that. and not have to worry about it. That's Sammy. Sammy Moo. Sammy. Little Sam. I love her, dude. She's kind of weird. Like, she's. I'm trying to make her very off putting in the story, but she's a very big pro tag for the story, too. But you probably wouldn't expect her to be because of how she acts and stuff. And I just kind of want her to, be kind of, excuse me, be kind of just creepy. I don't know, like in her mannerisms and stuff. My little. I can't do a heart. I can't do a heart. Oh my gosh. Okay. Who else? Let's see. That took like maybe what? Like how long? To draw 5-10 minutes. I don't even think it took that long, but I don't know. I don't. I'll look back later. Who else? Should I do Katie? I'll do Katie. I'll do Katie. They're siblings. That's a really important detail. They're siblings, so that's it. Yeah. I think I've talked about it on like my Instagram, so I feel like whoever's on there already has an idea of what happens. But for some reason, I get really nervous and I don't want to talk about it. Because I'm like, oh, I'm going to spoil it. No, you're not. You already spoiled it. I drew a shoulder too big. Fuck. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this blue is kind of dried out. Marker? It's kind of dried out too. A lot of my marker stuff is very dried out, so I just gotta work with what I got because I ain't got money to work on this. I need to keep cash, keep a fucking roof over my head right now, and it's really difficult. Where the hell are you? I don't know which blue works, and there's oh my gosh, oh, it's too dark. I'm running into a lot of issues. It doesn't matter what color, really. That's good enough. Okay. Okay, she's kind of got more rounded ears. I'm not really trying to keep a specific style, but with the idea that I'm using markers and stuff that I can erase, that's what I'm doing. She is kind of dry. I won't lie. Okay, hold on. Oh my god. Okay, I'm fine. I just be making noises and shit. Like, kind of looks broken here, but it don't really matter. they look very very similar, and I'm trying to in silhouette they look very very similar, but they're like twin sisters. And if you also notice that Marky looks very similar to the two, that's another important piece to all of this. They're all related, and it's not just because I want them to be related. It's very, very important, but that's something you'll probably see when the comic comes out. I really only rant about it on Instagram in my story and all that. But I do specify on my story that I'm like, hey, maybe this could change, because that's where I kind of like brain dump and just figure out what I'm doing, I guess. Because sometimes I'll be writing or drawing and I'll be like, ooh, this kind of sounds cool, and I'll move to Instagram and probably like rant about it, and people have to deal with that shit, and it's so funny. I feel so bad, but like, you know what? It's fine. But this is getting streaky. I mean, it's fine. It you can tell it's a leg and a foot. Like, it's the cartoon. It's not that serious. I feel like. I mean, it is, but it's not that bad. Where can I use this? What eyes? I think her eyes are kind of pointy. Yeah, and her mouth's kind of big, and her hair's all over the place, kind of shaggier than Sam's. Oh, yeah, and there's another character in here. His name's Milo, and he also lives with them, and that's Katie's. My bad, I made a mark. Oh well, that's Katie's boyfriend, and that's also important to the story, because it's a little happy, bunch of not teenagers, young adults living together, going to college, living their life, and then boom, some bullshit happens, and it's honestly, it makes me sad. But I decided to write that, so that's the repercussions of my actions. Oh my god. Okay, I messed up her ear, but it's fine. I'm just trying to learn how to draw them from semi memory. See if the design sticks to me, and I feel like it is. You can kind of tell they're the same characters. I feel like, or at least I hope it conveys in that way. I ain't gonna bother with the feet, really. That you're just gonna get half-assed. Defeat, bro. I don't know. I can't draw feet. I don't want to. I don't want to draw feet, bro. Like, that's the problem with the art community, I guess. If I draw feet really good, I I apparently have a fetish. Oh, it's so bad. And then if I don't, I'm like, oh, you don't practice anatomy. I do. I'm trying my best, dude. Oh my fucking god, dude. I need to. So I hate this. Okay. Alright. That looks whatever. That's whatever. Okay. Oh, my stuff is falling apart. See that? I might just need to put take the wire out and put it in the binder itself. I'm not gonna lie. Who else? Milo and Spark. And I think I'm just gonna do them for now, and then I'll do like the others in another video. I think we'll see how I feel after I'm done. Okay, Spark, I know pretty well off the top of my head because she doesn't look no different than she used to. She just got changed up a little bit. Personality wise, she got changed up a lot. I love her. I used to really hate her, dude. But now I like her as a character, and it's honestly really nice. She's a more round character, so I feel like that's easier for me to draw. I'm not gonna lie. It's very just satisfying to draw. She kind of looks stiff here, and it's not really what I want, but like, it's fine. Okay, that's about the best I'm gonna do with these markers. Are like probably like 2+ years old. I've had them for a while, like back to being in my old home, and that was like, well, maybe not 2 years, but like a little more than a year, definitely. So they're pretty old and they're doing their best. I remember like grabbing them because I was like in a rush because I was staying with my boyfriend's family at the time, and they were like, "Hey, we need to go get your stuff so you can actually stay here." And I was like, "All right, I guess." I remember just rushing and grabbing everything I could, art supplies. And I was like, "Oh my god!" And then I had to rebuild my art supplies like back up. I now have markers, pencils, like all kinds of shit now. Thank God, but I used to just not have shit. I was just going by with, these guys. And honestly, taking them for granted. I need to use them more. They really helped me out. They were very common in my graphic design class sketchbook. There's a tour on that. Fucking hair. Hold on. Okay. There's a tour on that, and you can see there's quite a bit of like, pencil drawings, but that's because like my teacher had, like stuff like that available. I'm not gonna lie, I would sneak some out. I still have some because I was a little shithead. But honestly, that teacher deserves it. I'm not gonna lie. But, you know, it's not that serious. This is all allegedly JK. I'm just, don't want them coming after me, dude. I don't think they care enough. But yeah, that's really what I used. And I don't know, I'm grateful for it. But it's nice to have shit I can actually use for myself and have that collection grow and have that privilege to, experiment with stuff. It's really nice. Her hair is not this spiky, but it's fine. It's more curly like that, but we're all good. I'm not worried about it. Shoulder's kind of fucked up, but it's fine. I need to get better about letting my art be ugly. It really helps. I won't lie. How do I draw? Okay, dude, my bad. The my phone fucking said, "Oh, no more storage. You gotta clear some storage," and it cut my recording like right as I was finishing Spark, so my bad. But yeah, I don't know if I got it, but yeah, she has a little sash that she wears, and it's like a piano. She was a theater kid. She's an art student. It's not a surprise, but yeah, that's her. That's my baby. I love her a lot. Now I got one more person to do, and then I'm done for now. Who? Boy, I think it's Milo. Yeah, it's Milo. Okay. What color do I do Milo? Yellow? It's dry as fuck. Okay. That's also dry as fuck. It's not even appearing, dude. I still have a bunch of dried markers because I'm like, oh, maybe I could revive them, and then I don't end up doing it, and it's like, fuck, why do you keep them? Okay, that's good. But yeah, he's a little shithead. I love him. He works as a mechanic or like in training, I guess, and he goes to school at a trade school nearby for engineering and shit. I'm not gonna bother being too crazy with him because I'm honestly a little tired and I want to get something out. But I do want to put enough care into this that you can tell I'm actually like just. I do care a lot for this story and where it's going. I don't know a lot about it right now, but I have a general idea and I'm really, really sticking into it. It's. I'm hopefully going to have a lot of like uh, Midwest emo kind of vibes going into this, at least like in the setting, like small rundown hometown, that kind of thing. And I feel like I have enough input to do this because I myself have lived in a small rundown hometown for my whole life, and I kind of got a feel for what it's like. So I feel like for that, it'd be just way more authentic to do something that I'm familiar with and kind of explore those characters in that way. Because, I don't know, just I like the idea. And I like the idea of just, I don't know, exploring something familiar to me in a story. It's like that, and it's also going to have a lot of, like, a shit ton of religious uh, imagery and settings and shit in it. Because the main story involves, like, two gods. And it's basically this yeah. One god, I don't know, just okay. One god is named Terra and the other is Putara. One Terra, she has a thing for like being way too forgiving of her people, which is what causes all these problems you see in the world, like just all the bad shit that happens, and that's kind of like what, like, because she isn't disciplining enough. And then there's another one called Plutara, and she's the sister, right? And basically her goal is to, teach Tara a lesson, so she'll teach her people a lesson, but she does end up going like way too far with it because she's so angry at like humanity and shit, and she kind of just lets it get the best of her. So like technically they're both kind of bad, but like in these characters' sense, one is more of a good guy than the other. Like in this story, there's no really good guy. It's just uh, shit like that, you know? Like, think, I don't know if this is a good example, like, think BoJack Horseman, I guess, that kind of thing. Like, I don't know if that's a good uh, representation, but it's kind of that they're all kind of shitty. They're all have their flaws, and that's like any human's gonna have, and it's just kind of exploring that. And you know, some are more malicious than the others. Some just they don't have bad intentions, but end up doing bad, and it's just like kind of how it goes. You know, like sometimes you get too caught up in shit, and it just ends up, you know, I guess. And that's kind of what this is. It's like Tara, she technically isn't right for, you know, not teaching these people, be like, hey, maybe we shouldn't do this. Because she, you know, is scared of like losing followers and shit. She's scared to be strict. And it's like, uh, Plutara is like, yeah, fuck that. I'm gonna teach these people right from wrong, or I'm gonna teach you how to like. She basically was offering to be like, hey, I can help you, right? And then Tara was just like, no, 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 they're not doing anything wrong. And then it just kind of went on and on and on. And then Plutara got angry, and that's kind of how the whole story started. She Plutara got so angry that she went from teaching humanity a lesson to just teaching Tara a lesson because she just would not listen. And that's basically kind of the whole thing, but like I need to officially like write it down. I have like 5, 6 sheets of paper so far just explaining everything, but even then it's not even that uh figured out yet because there's just so much shit that goes into it. And my neighbor's kid is knocking on my wall again. It's fine. It's fine. Actually, I really don't care. But yeah, this is Milo. This is Katie's boyfriend, boyfriend. Yeah, he's. I like him a lot. He reminds me of a lot of people I know. Like these people that I know, that he's very inspired off of. But I don't necessarily like these people. But like I know them and I can understand them, but they're not someone I would want to have around me personally. I can get why they act the way they do, but just I don't want that kind of thing around me. And that's kind of how Milo is. I love him because of that, because I'm really projecting and letting myself just, you know, onto a character. And it's really, really nice. I'm putting a lot more detail on him than I expected. He might be my favorite. I don't know. Like, he's very tragic in the story, too. He's a very big part of it. And you'll see why. But, poor guy. Poor guy. I love him a lot. Okay. But yeah. Here, let me I love him. I'm gonna write down their names. Milo. Spark. I already got Sam, so I need Katie. Okay. Yeah, and I'm done. I hope y'all like that. This is a more chill video, I guess, because I'm kind of low on energy, but yeah. Hope y'all liked it. Bye bye. Bye bye.